think we're all lost for words here because a star has been born in the USA tonight. India Lee, take a bow. That was spectacular out there. Are you pretty much speechless right now?
Yeah, I'm speechless. It feels like I'm watching myself like in a different entity. It's mad.
Take us through that moment when you passed Lucy. Like, you had so much determination on your face. You were leaning like a little bit forward. From the outside, it looked like such a, I'm here, I'm floating on cloud 9. Yeah. I want this. Take us through that moment.
Well, to be honest, I was just looking at my watch and I had my coach's voice in the back of my head saying, don't go out too hard because it's better to be steady and consistent rather than try and just go for it. And so I was thinking, okay, I'm like going steady, well not steady, but I'm going to target, but I'm also catching Lucy. And then I was like, don't overthink it, don't overthink it. And yeah, I went past her and then I just thought, oh, if you go past her, you can't just settle down again. Like, just do 100 steps, like, with a bit more force.
Yeah, that's
so I did that and then just settled in again. So.
I think I overthought it. I said to Jan, I was like, she went with 12K to go still. That's a long way to go. I know you have a running background. We actually used to run together back in the day. You went obviously to university over in the USA. Did you ever expect to make this transition and make such a successful transition from track now to triathlon?
No, to be honest, pretty much my whole triathlon career I've been frustrated with how my runs always turned out because it's been a bit average, to be honest. But I knew that I had it in me to be able to run well because on one-off runs I can run well. And so in my head it was just a matter of time to put it all together and maybe just learning about being more consistent, being more sensible on the swim and the bike in races. And I guess now I've got the confidence to do that, which means that when I get onto the run, I'm not totally cooked. So I think today was the first time that I've had a run that I'm actually proud of.
Well, you can be very proud of it. Not to take away from your T100 Miami Championship win, but how does it feel to lead the race to be a world champion?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's the first race of a very long season. So I'll celebrate it for today, but I'm not gonna start getting too far ahead of myself.
Oh, of course not, but it's a great place to be. I think it's a great basis for the season. Have you planned it all out yet, where you want to go, where you maybe want to do a tactical pause?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the majority of the races. Perhaps I won't go to San Francisco just because of the travel that's involved there, being based in Europe. So, yeah, off to Singapore next, then a bit of a break, and then crack on with the rest of the year.
And where are you preparing Singapore, considering the climate? I mean, today was hot and humid. It could be more humid there, and it's obviously a hilly course.
Yeah, I'm anticipating it to be a bit more humid than here. So I'm actually just going to be preparing in a plastic shed in my garage.
Very cool, Rocky style.
One final word as well. How special was it to have Kat at the end there, and being able to celebrate with her? We know she's such a good friend of yours.
Yeah, I saw her on the side of the track on lap 2, and I saw that she was with Mark, so I didn't bother her. And I was also like, okay, like, concentrate on your race, you'll see her at the end. And then I was actually hoping that she'd be at the end, and then I saw her at the end, and then I just started crying, so it was pretty emotional.
Well, India said to us she's not going to sleep for days now. We hope you do.
Too much caffeine.
Congratulations, you are the leader of the T100 World Tour. India Lee, that sounds pretty good. Congratulations, phenomenal, phenomenal achievement. A fabulous result. I know you'll be disappointed with that, but it's tough. The conditions are tough out there. We never know where any athletes are. Obviously, it's the first race of the season. How satisfied are you with second?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I mean, I've had not a massive block of training leading into this after Hawaii, so I'm just pretty chuffed with that. I think I can definitely build on it now, and I just really wanted to get through it in one piece, and I feel like I've done that. I had a great battle out there. I mean, Indy, what a performance she put down. Super happy for her. An amazing day for the Brits as well.
And you bring out the battle braids. I mean, it's one of your trademarks, and I feel like you raced in true fashion of that. You just seem to take the race by the horns and go for it. You led the race for the majority of it. You got to be happy, like, after that kind of off-season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I loved the race. I felt like I was having fun out there. The bike was super fun, and yeah, I didn't want to back down on that run. I did keep fighting, and I was like, could I get Indy at the end? And I just couldn't quite get her, and yeah, I'm always willing to put up a battle and have good fun out there.
It looked really odd, I guess, as a spectator, how dark it was. Did you feel that it was dark? In patches, we were struggling to even see you on the camera.
It definitely got dark pretty quick. I felt like I made the smart move to wear a clear visor on the bike because I could just about see, but you felt like you almost needed car lights, to be honest, because it was getting super dark. But yeah, it made the atmosphere a bit different for us.
Conditions were a little bit more favourable for you. Did it actually feel that hot and humid out there?
Yeah, I think we got pretty lucky compared to the men. I mean, seeing the men's race was quite worrying because it looked like a war zone out there and you could see them really suffering. But I think the ladies had it a little bit easier today, and once that sun went down, it really did cool off.
How did you feel about the technicalities of the course? I mean, it looked like in the beginning you were very tentative around some of the corners, and I was like, you're losing too much time here. You're giving away your hard-earned effort. By the end of it, it looked like you'd really found your groove on those turns.
Yeah, I hadn't done a great deal of TT bike riding before this race, and I definitely improved my confidence as the race went on. And I was like, yeah, I can take this corner way better than that. So, yeah, I feel like I just really got into my groove as the race went on.
What do you also make of Brit 1, 2, 3? I mean, domination from our country, hey?
Yeah, we have got some really badass women in the UK, and I think, yeah, you just show that the Brits will always put up a battle, and it's amazing to see what we can do. And I think throughout this series, you're just going to see the Brits hopefully dominating.
And again, we're asking a lot of the athletes is, where are we seeing you next? Are we seeing you kind of contest all 8 of the series, or are you going to kind of pick and choose a little bit?
Yeah, I think if I can stay healthy and do a good training block, I'd like to be at all the races. I think that gives you the best chance of actually getting the world title at the end, because if you have a bad race, you've got more chance of having a better one in there as well.
Exactly. I'm sure as well the fire is still there to win your first 100. Lucy, we hope it's next time. Fabulous racing out there. Congratulations on second today.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous result. Tell us how tough it was out there to get that podium, your first podium.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just raced super smart and controlled, and it paid off. I'm not often described as a smart racer, so I'm proud of myself.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. I think your race really started off well with the swim. You really asserted yourself in the front group there, and we haven't really seen that from you in the past couple of years. You've kind of been a little bit further back, but you were on the front of that pack and driving it, and yeah, we haven't seen that from you, so really great to see you back up there.
Thanks. Yeah, I definitely lost some feet of like the fastest swimmers, and that was my goal, to kind of be a bit closer to the, you know, like Lucy, I think there's Haley Chura, Sarah Perez, I think I caught up to. But yeah, I managed to like lead, and like that's my kind of safe space where I'm just like, I get to cruise control, but you know, you've got a few touching of feet and stuff. But yeah, I think it's more of the swim that I should be doing than I've been doing for the last like couple years.
Absolutely.
Holly, we've seen you be at the very top. You've had probably a few years of a little bit of struggle where you kind of probably haven't performed how you could be. It's so good and wholesome to see you back. What did you change over the winter? What's gotten you through?
Yeah, honestly, I've just had a super consistent winter, and I haven't had that for a while. I'm definitely undercooked kind of coming into this, and was super unsure of myself because like I've not been doing threshold work really yet. I've just been kind of come out of winter training, so you know, like it was my biggest tempo run today in the race. So yeah, like it's just a good place to start the season from.
It seems like one of the most brutal courses we might get on the calendar. Are you happy that it's now kind of out of the way and you got on a podium, and you're very much looking forward to going to some of the other courses we have, which might not be so mentally challenging, the fact that you have to do so many laps around here?
Yeah, definitely. 22 laps on the bike was something that I was not looking forward to. But weirdly, and I'm not typically a great like technical rider, but I just took every lap as another opportunity to like nail the corners a little bit better than the lap before. So it kept me like more engaged. So I was actually really enjoyed out there.
What do you tell yourself after 5 out of the 22 laps, or 10, I don't know, but it seems like a long way out there and it seems like a lot of laps.
Yeah, there's definitely ups and downs, and I had a little lull in the middle of it, and then when you've got other people to kind of pace with, and yeah, you just have to stay in it and stay like present, and that's the hardest thing sometimes.
And Sean, your husband, he's got something written on his whiteboard. Do you ask him to write anything on that whiteboard?
Did he have a whiteboard?
Did he have a whiteboard? A lot of partners have whiteboards. Did Sean?
No, and I didn't see him for a while, so I think sometimes he hides because I think he doesn't want me to be like, oh, it's getting tough, I'll just end it with you, but yeah.
If he was missing in action, we did get an interview with him, so he wasn't just having a beer, okay? But that's why. Holly, congratulations, your first podium here at the T100. Well done. I hope this is a sign of things to come for this season. Right, well, let's go then.
Cold champagne for us.
Oh,
we know you deserve it, and we know you know how to party.
You'll enjoy it, yeah.
Have a party. You enjoy that. Right, Jack Kelly is somewhere for us, chatting to Daniela Ryf.
We're here with the 10-time world champion, the greatest to ever do it, Daniela Ryf. You've announced your retirement recently. You've decided the T100 Tour is where you're going to finish your career. You've done everything there is to do in the sport. Can you tell us about your decision to not only wrap up, but to wrap up at the T100 Tour?
Yeah, when I heard about the T100 Tour, I just thought it would be a really great opportunity to push myself one more time. I did feel it gives me that extra motivation to really work hard on myself, and you have to work really hard because it's the best in the world you're competing at. And I could see it today. I'm solid, but not quite there yet where I need to be able to perform or fight for the win. And I think I really want to, even it's my last year and I want to enjoy it, I really want to give my best and also perform at my best. And so the tour really gets me out of bed in the morning to work hard on myself. That's one of the reasons.
And talk to us about that, Daniela. What is it that you did today that got you 5th place versus what you need to do to win one of these races?
Yeah, I mean, in one way I'm a bit disappointed, but I think I have to just be realistic. It's been, I was most winter at home, training in Switzerland in the cold, and a lot of indoor, of course, but I just need to get a few more months of, that speed work also outside. The level is super hard, and today I could feel on the bike as well that I'm not there yet where I need to be. So just a few more months of hard training, and then I hope with a bit more altitude fitness that I can also compete in conditions like that, because it was super humid today.
And will we be seeing you in a month at Singapore?
I won't be able to do Singapore, so I have to leave out that because I'm doing the Ironman in South Africa, and then I'll be back for the T100 in San Francisco.
Daniela Ryf, the greatest of all time, 5th today, an amazing result. Hopefully we can see you a little bit better than that throughout the year and win a T100 Tour race, because that's all you've got left to win in the sport. There's nothing else left for you, and once you've done that, I mean, there's no one else who can claim to be the greatest of all time, not even Jan Frodeno. So thank you for being here. Well done today. Back to you, Rachel.